We are now getting our first look at Anastasia Island.
Chris Parento, been in St. Augustine this morning, walked over the Bridge of Lions this morning. That certainly is a hike, Chris. You're at the Conch House, an area we're all very familiar with. Talking with the owner, what's the damage like there, if any?
Well, I'll step out of the way right away and give you guys a look. I mean, it's what you would expect with the waves that we had and the storm surge that we had from Hurricane Matthew. You've got boats on top of each other. You've got boats on top of the docks. You've got docks that are destroyed. And if we look over here just down past the Conch House's docks, you can see other docks destroyed down there just from this storm and the storm surge and the waves that were pounding it. And David Ponce, the owner of the Conch House, has been nice enough to let us do this live shot out here and is joining us. And David, what's your first reaction when you see all this out here?
I don't know what my reaction is, really. 51 years of being here, and then I walked down here last night and I called my wife in North Carolina and I said, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. And but, it just is what it is, and you just can't take a beating like that and not have loss. So everybody's been contacted that I need to contact, and I'll get it rebuilt. And my bar's still there. My restaurant's still there. We've got some boats that are on the ground. We'll get them out and get the docks rebuilt and just do what we've done all these years, And but it was a bad deal.
Any idea how many boats are underwater?
I was here last night, and I saw 4 or 5 for sure, because I'd walk by a slip, and I think it was empty, and all of a sudden I see a mast sticking out of the water. I'm like, okay, there's another boat down, and I'm not making light of it for any reason at all, but it's very surreal, and it's just like a bomb went off, and but everybody took a pounding. You can see all these poor people, and they're probably not insured. I'm lucky enough to be insured, so we'll just do what we can, rebuild, and keep on rolling.
Any idea? I know you told me a little while ago that no damage that you were able to notice inside of the restaurant, and a lot of people love this place, and they love coming down here, and they enjoy the atmosphere and being here. Any idea how soon you guys will be able to reopen?
I know the employees have already started calling my GM, who's, I think, close to Tampa, but we're going to get it open as fast as we can. This is what we do, so we'll get everybody and get it cleaned up and get it opened up and feed as many people that want to come.
When you saw this storm coming, could you ever have expected something like this, or you just don't know what to expect when it's on the way?
You don't know really what to expect, but when you have a fetch of water that's that long, I mean, I've been here a long time. I've seen a lot of storms and been down here on the docks with my dad for a lot of years. And it's just when you get that kind of beating, I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I mean, I've got my main breakwater, sea dock, is in 6 pieces. The only thing holding there are the pilings. And so it's about as bad as I thought it was going to be, so just deal with it.
David Ponce, the owner of the Conch House. David, we appreciate you allowing us to be out here and show our viewers this. And if we can, we'll give them another look of just what you see out here. Some of the boats are okay, others are a total loss. I'm not sure if you can see the bottom of the 2 boats. If we pan over here, you've got one boat with a blue bottom on top of another boat with a white bottom. Those 2 boats on top of each other. Behind it, that sailboat out of the water from the damage. Just like David Ponce just said, it's hard to understand how this happens, and you never know what to expect. And like he said, when he walked out here last night, he didn't know whether to laugh or to cry or what to do and how to react when he sees it like this. The good news for the Conch House is that, according to the owner, they don't have any significant or visible damage to the restaurant out here, which is a good sign for them that they were taken care of out here. As we walked out, we noticed all of the windows were boarded up. And another thing that we noticed as we walked out here, because we had to walk from downtown St. Augustine all the way out here to the Conch House to bring you this. there was a lot of debris out here on Anastasia Island on the ground, shingles laying in the road. One thing on the path that we took to get here that we didn't see, which is a good thing, is we didn't see any broken windows in any of the homes out here that we passed. Some of the homes that are right there along the river on the island side were lucky. Their docks were destroyed, but it looked like the homes were okay in all of this. Again, the National Guard blocking the Bridge of Lions, not allowing drivers to get out here quite yet. Crews are still doing their damage assessments. They will be for a good portion of today. And as soon as we find out when they're going to be opening things up, we will, of course, let all of you know, because we know that a lot of you are very anxious to get out here and see what your properties look like after you've evacuated.
All right, Chris, a question for you, because I know you walked over the Bridge of Lions. Again, emphasizing they're not letting cars go through. Did they let you through because you were media, or the general public can walk in that direction as well?
They were letting some of the general public get through. I didn't ask them how they were determining who they were allowing to get through and who they were not allowing to get through. But I walked over and I said, hey, I see you guys are letting some people go through. Are we allowed to go through as well? And they said, yes, you can. Just be very, very careful, because there are power lines down, there are trees down, there are puddles still out there, and you don't know what's in them. So they're just urging people to be very careful. And again, they're not letting any of the vehicles that evacuated drive back out here. And they're actually asking that people don't try to come out here right now, because as we were walking, we saw a lot of crews from the county and from the Sheriff's Department, from Fire Rescue, from the National Guard that were out here trying to assess everything, trying to figure out what's safe and what's not before they start letting people back in.
Chris, that's actually quite a hike. You started out yesterday in San Marco, had water well above your ankles, saw that area turned into a river. Now you walk across the Bridge of Lions. And, you know, I know that you and Megan and the kids have gone there, and, you know, we all love and cherish St. Augustine. What struck you the most during that hike, which is probably, what, about a mile and a quarter?
Probably about a mile and a quarter out here, Bruce, and just how much water there was. We're walking by houses where the water is a foot to 2 feet up the sides of the houses, up the garage doors of these houses, and this was not necessarily close to the river here. Just how much water, and being in St. Augustine yesterday and seeing how much water was being brought in near the fort and in the downtown area, and then seeing it this morning and seeing how much water damage there is. And Bruce, I don't know if you saw it earlier with the Casablanca bed and breakfast, how the facade there, both of them had been ripped off, about 20 feet long each. One of them was still there. The other one had been pulled out into the river and was no longer there anywhere to be seen. It's just amazing the power that this storm brought. And you know, thankfully, one good thing I will say is that where we walked, we didn't see much significant structural damage to any of the buildings, any of the homes. There were a couple that had some pretty good damage, but those were hit and miss. Most of the damage that we saw looks like it was going to be water damage, down trees, down power lines, things like that. But again, I don't want to give anybody a false sense of hope or a false sense of security, because we're still quite a ways away from the ocean, and there could be some much more significant damage out there in those immediate coastal areas that we just can't get to right now and won't be able to get to until they completely reopen everything out here.